Yo, what's up, guys? Another one of these random videos. Like I'm not consistent with my uploads, just because, like I said, like I don't want to, make like a career out of YouTube or nothing like that. I kind of just do it, kind of like, like as I'm experiencing life, I'm finding out new things, and kind of like if someone out there, needs to hear some of these things, and they just happen to stumble upon my video, and I can help them, like that would be amazing, and that's kind of like the whole purpose of this. So the video today is so it's about, like I said, like not giving up, and it's a perfect example of of not giving up, and I just witnessed this, like last week. Sorry guys, I'm in my car right now, so like I don't have a stand, tripod, nothing like that, so if like the thing moves around too much, my bad. So I was playing soccer, and I was just kicking the ball around, right? Like it was just me, and all of a sudden there were kids. There were these two kids. They were like 15. They come up to me and they're like, "Hey, can we kick the ball around with you?" And I was like, "Yeah, sure." And we were just kicking the ball around and stuff like that. And one of the kids was shooting the ball with with not the right technique. So like in soccer, you have to like kick the ball with like almost like the upper parts of your toes, basically. And he was kicking it with his toes, like like straight on, and you can't do that. Like your shot's not gonna be good if it's like that. So I was just teaching him, like, oh yo, just do this, do that, whatever, and as he's doing it, we're like 20 minutes in, and he's getting really frustrated and he's getting flustered, and he's saying that he can't do it, and that he might as well not just do it like that because he can't shoot it. But he's telling me that he wanted to play for his like high school team and stuff like that. So if you play, I told him, like, yo, if you go to high school, play for your high school team, they're not gonna want you on the team if you kick the ball like that. Like it's just a fundamental thing. So he kept trying. He was getting really frustrated because he couldn't get it. And one of the times he kicked the ball like the correct way, and he ended up hitting the floor, and his foot bent in a weird way, and he got he didn't get hurt, but it hurt a lot, you know what I'm saying? So he was on the floor, and he was like almost like tearing up, like he was like in really bad pain, and I'm helping him out. And he's like I give up, like I don't want to play soccer anymore, like I don't want to play. And he was like, I give up, like I'll try basketball, or I'll try something, but soccer is too hard. And I was like, damn, I was like, well, do you like soccer? And he was like, yes. He's like, yeah, I love soccer. He's like, if you could play really well, like, would you play soccer? Would you be a soccer player? And he was like, yes, I would be. And I was just like, I just told him basically, don't give up, you know what I'm saying? And I kept telling him not to give up. I kept explaining, to him, like imagine, like if you stick with this, for like months, and you keep practicing this, how good you'll be. And just imagine your life, if you just decide not to play soccer anymore, like it just won't be a possibility, like you cut that possibility out of your life. And he came back, kept trying, and he eventually started to get it, which is good. Progress, is key. But I think it's really interesting, super interesting, that fight or flight mode that we have. And as when we're little kids, younger than 15, I'm talking, like 6, 5, whatever. For example, when we try to ride a bicycle, when we're trying to learn, when we're like little ass kids, like we're willing to take hits, like we fall, we take the training wheels off, we get on the bike, and then we fall, we scrape ourselves, and then we hurt our knees, hurt our elbows, stuff like that, and then, like we might cry and stuff like that, but we don't give up. We just keep going, we keep trying until we get it. And as we grow older, I feel like we kind of lose that fire, and especially, because things get harder, as we age, like I feel like it's a combination of us losing that fire, of like wanting to keep trying, we're just tired. And, as we progress, like our obstacles and our challenges become way harder. So combining the two, kind of makes that little perfect storm of, like, I just don't want to do it anymore. I give up. but it's pretty interesting to see someone, like, like in that, like, because that could, honestly, it could be, like a life altering, like decision right there, because let's say, like on one hand, let's say he keeps going, and because he loves soccer, he said, he was telling me he loves soccer. He was there for like 4 hours, just playing soccer with his like brother. And if he just gives up and gives that passion, there'll always be that, like, what if I kept going, like, what if I kept trying? But then there's also that route of, like, of giving up, and, him doing something else maybe that he doesn't really love, and I think about that, and like in my personal experience, like, the biggest one for me, was losing weight, like, because all I've known, was eating trash, eating like shit, basically, like McDonald's, pizza, fries, all of this shit, milkshakes every day. And that's just how I grew up. I grew up like that since I was like 8 or 9. And it took a long time, like when I was like 12, 13, I started getting bullied at school, for being fat and overweight. And I kept, like saying, okay, I'm going, to change my ways, I'm going to eat healthy. But since, it was so ingrained in me to like, eat the other way, I would just give up and I would just kept going back. But the thing is that I always tried and I failed. But every time that I failed, I learned new, I learned new things, learn new things. And eventually, like I've lost a lot of weight, like I eat whole foods now, like I only eat whole foods, I exercise every day, I run, I'm basically 24 now. And, like everyone after like high school, if you're still in high school, like you're gonna figure this out. Everyone is gonna get fat. Everyone. There's gonna be a select few people that are gonna remain, skinny or fit, or keep doing, like the exercise that they're doing in high school. With me, it's the opposite. I used to be fat, now I'm skinnier. You know what I'm saying? So, that's something to be proud of. It could be the same thing with you. Like maybe you're trying to get a 4.0 in school. Maybe you're trying to get all A's. Like maybe you're trying to make the varsity team. Like anything. It could be anything. It could be this could be translated to anything. You know what I'm saying? The key is yes, it's going to get hard. Yes, you're going to get frustrated. Yes, the road might not be easy, but trust me, if you keep being persistent, you're going to get it. It's eventually going to happen. Like I think XXXTentacion said, everyone gets their turn. Everyone. If you're determined enough and you're passionate enough, like, like it's just going to happen. It's bound to happen if you don't give up. Everyone gets their chance. And, could be your chance, So that's it. That's all I wanted to talk about. Hope you guys have a great day. Hope you guys, keep at it. If you got a dream, chase it, protect it. Don't give up on it at all. Please do not give up. Like I can't stress that enough. Like you will succeed in the end. I know it's hard, but you will succeed. Peace out, guys.